Okay, welcome once again to all the practitioners of the holistic art of Dubukan. So this is our live broadcast again through Facebook. So before we continue, so I would like to regards to all the friends, brothers and sisters following the holistic art or wellness exercise of Dubukan art system. So this is Dubukan art system, and every day we have to do this live broadcast. And now joining, I would like to regards for us sa ating mga kasamahan sa Holistic Art. Si Ann sa Bethlehem, di Paradise Resort, Marabilia, Tabuilan, North Cebu. Mayong hapon, Ann, and glad to see you here. Then si Junil Aladad. So joining, good afternoon, Junil, and Jillian, Jamaisha, Nag-iilaw, Matan Cheryl, and sa lahat ng mga mag-join sa ating mga activities ngayon. Now also joining is Maribig sa India. Nice to see you, Maribig, once again. I'm really glad and hoping always that we are always doing well and everything is fine. We are in the positive vibration today and tomorrow as well, and all the time we should be in the positive vibration. Also now joining is Aliging Roslyn. Welcome sa ating live broadcast. Niya atong basahon ang mga message. Mayong hapon, GM from Jonel. Mayong hapon, Jonel. Good afternoon, GM from Ann sa Marabilia sa Bethlehem di Paradise Resort. Good afternoon, Ann. And good afternoon po, GMPS 172 from India, from Maribik. Yes, good afternoon, Maribik, and nice to see you here. I'm really glad. Then from Lilian G. Guadalupe chapter, mayong hapon, GM. Mayong hapon diha, Delilah. Mayong hapon. And now joining also is Irish Bularin, Nag-iilaw, Guadalupe chapter. Pag sinabi kong nag-iilaw, lumiliwanag talaga sila ngayon. Kasi nag-iilaw sila ngayon. And Benje Esterco sa Negros. Negros ni siya. Malayo ito si Benje sa Negros. Pero napakalapit rin kay sa Gurudo chapter man siya. And Geraldine Agunod sa Liboron chapter. Kumusta ang tanang mga taga-Liboron chapter natin? So, nice. Welcome day. And regards to everybody there. And Haligayang Noynay. So, joining and mayong hapon. So, sa tanan nating mga chapter, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, itong mga chapter natin, kailangan ako nga i-regards ang tanang mga chapter natin sa kamining ato ang mga chapter nga mga kaigsuunan nga di kay online po ng uban kay walay siguro ito ang mga walay signal. Now also joining is Igmat Imare Cabardo sa Gurordo chapter. Mayong hapon sa tanan, Igmat, mayong hapon. And to all the chapters, I am going to mention sa mga chapters natin para we are very specific sa Sikaratan chapter. Kumusta man sila kayo karon kaha. And then si Tiffany Sandag. Si Tiffany sa sa Guadalupe chapter. Then sa Danau chapter, kumusta mang taga Danau? I do not see yet sa anyone from Danau chapter. Then sa Lunas. Sa Lunas wala pa ko nakita po nga nag-join. Maybe later on karon taon-taon. So also joining sa atin sa Libron chapter, okay, mayroon na. Saka doon sa Gurordo, Center Gurordo. Okay, marami. Now, ngayon, mayroon na sa Danau. Si Juan. Ngayong hapon sa tanang mga taga-Danau chapter, sa Gurordo chapter. Doon sa Manila chapter natin. So, magandang hapon sa lahat. Magandang hapon sa lahat ng mga taga-Manila chapter. Then sa Sandayong. Sandayong, wala pa. Yan, Sanaga. I miss na po Sanaga. Matagal na hindi ko nakapunta sa Naga. I'm hoping very soon makapunta din tayo, makabalik tayo doon sa Naga chapter natin. At saka now joining also is Night Tiriso. Good afternoon, Nights. Nice to see you here once again. And sa Sandayong, sa Naga, sa Guadalupe, mayroon na sa Guadalupe, medyo marami sa Guadalupe. And then sa Sambuanga, medyo layo po rin sa Sambuanga. Kanya, mana dahil digahan ta mga amigo nga katag-katag nga itong mga amigo. And this it is actually a good sign because we are many people practicing holistic arts. And as I said, itong holistic arts, ito ang pinaka-importante ito ngayon, especially na mayroong maraming mga trials ang surrounding, so we should be always secured. So when it comes to physical condition, we are always okay, malakas, at saka malusog na katawan. Malakas, malusog na katawan. And also now joining is Haliging Bulalakaw sa Manila chapter. Welcome sa Haliging Bulalakaw. Anya mayo kayo na nakakaroon unya sa lahat ng mga kasama natin diyan. At saka doon sa Panama chapter, Aptik Edwin o Aptik Mera. Layo-layo po niya sila niya. Makakunik po sila sa atong kaimon, like us now joining in this conference live broadcast sa Facebook. So really in the technology, advanced technology is really advantage by this time. Parang kining social media mo na siya ato ang nahimong karong forum site. So this is actually good because we can communicate, makibalo ta sa atong mga information matag karon og unya through live sa Facebook. So this is actually advantage. And as we go forward, mga 10 years from now, ano na kayong kanang advancement sa technology. Yes. Grabe na ka-advance ang technology. So I think we do not need any longer dito sa screen. Makadiretso na tayo sa communication natin. Siyang direct. Wala nang mga cellphone. Diretso na sa brain. The function of microchip. Anyway, that is, as I said, later on we will talk about that. Technology and spirituality, two things different. Spirituality is not technology. Then because of the advancement of the spirituality, so mayroong advancement ang technology. So mayroon tayong mga from Matt and Cheryl, good afternoon. GM. Then from Denje, good afternoon. GM, so good afternoon po ninyo. Matan og Aptik Benje. Yeah, from Night Terisyo, good afternoon. Once again, GM. Watching you now from Caraga region while learning your amazing lessons. Okay, nice and welcome. Nice Terisyo. And from Mayet Noynay, good afternoon. GMPS 172, good afternoon to you. Aliging Mayet. And good afternoon, GMPS from Tiffany. Good afternoon sa lahat. Sa lahat ng mga nag-send ng mga greetings. Good afternoon sa lahat. From Gisnel. Asmin. Okay, good afternoon, GM. Good afternoon, Gisnel. Yeah, good afternoon sa tanan yun. Sa ating chapter doon sa North Cebu. Sa Bethlehem de Paradise Resort. A very beautiful place. That's why it is named Bethlehem. Kaya pagpunta nimo doon ka sa site. So it has a very beautiful garden. Ang mga bulak dito usa ka tanom. Usa ka klaseng tanom pero different colors of flowers. So beautiful. And there is also a cave. The cave there is I named the cave River of Jordan. I just call it River of Jordan kaya the place is amazing. Then inside the vicinity of the resort, mayroong cave. And anyway, the cave is exclusive only for practitioner. Kasi yung cave is really parang sa Cebuano pa nga pagkatawag, ilan siya kayo. So that is a mystical cave that anyone is actually secure to get inside the cave kay maraming mga elementals, maraming mga engkanto, mga mabubuting mga engkanto sa loob. So that's why para sa mga kasamahan natin na gusto niya nga magkapunta dito sa Cebu, so you have opportunity also to join the holistic art when we do our exercise doon sa Paradise, Bethlehem the Paradise Resort. Anyway, you will really enjoy pag nakatutangan to. Now, joining also from Zamboanga, magandang hapon ni Dali Santos, Zamboanga chapter, and Igmat Marjorie, Cagayan, Bukidnon. Pero ngayon, taga Cebu na ni si Igmat Marjorie. And now joining also si Pasit Gamutan, Kuwait. So mayong hapon, Pasit. And nice to see you here. And you're also joining, mayroon na tayong sa site natin sa Karatan, si Engineer. Always present, Engineer Kirby. Ay hapon dia, Engineer. Carcar City, Cebu. Okay. Si Matan Generos. Okay. Okay. Mayong hapon, Jim. From Pasita, may hapon too. And Haliging Bulalakaw, may hapon, Jim. Watching from Manila chapter. Just done doing our initial weekly activities. Okay, that's good. Well, we are having the enhancement quarantine, so the business, spiritual activities are going on. So, hindi tayo na hinto sa mga activities. Home base lang tayo lahat ngayon, home base. Okay, from Engineer, good afternoon, GM. Okay, question mark, good afternoon. Yes, today afternoon is very nice. I hope so. Also, you are feeling well there in your home. Okay, Noel Hernandez. Ay hapon, GM. Ay hapon sa tanan. And Starlet Noval. Okay, may tunggalan ni Kalit Starlet Noval. Mayong hapon diya. Matan. Ilisan mo imong ngalan karong Starlet. Okay, mayong hapon. And then Generous Traya. Okay, mayong hapon. So, sa lahat ng mga kasamahan natin that now, we are now present in this live broadcast, my request sa Most High, sa Almighty or Supreme Master of Supreme Master of Heaven, bigyan tayo ng mga panalangin and more divine connection, expansion of our divine connection, powerful energy healing. We should have powerful energy healing. So this could be our topic today, powerful energy healing. As we go forward sa ating mga discussion regarding the holistic art, so we will focus on the art of energy healing. Kasi pag ingon sabi natin energy, ang dami mga klaseng energy. Anyway, we are going to proceed talking about energy as we go forward. Now joining also is Brad Kenneth sa Liboron chapter. Mayong hapon diya, Brad. To everyone there sa Liboron chapter. Mayong hapon, Brad Kenneth. Tik Irish. Brad Edwin. To all there, the members of the family. And to all your brothers, sisters, and everybody sa Liboron chapter. Sa tanang mga taga-Karkar. Mayong hapon sa tanan. Tibuok province of Cebu, atong i-regards po mayong hapon yun sa tanan. And to all the practitioners of the holistic art and to everybody in the whole world. And good afternoon, good day to everyone. So, our holistic art are going to talk about energy healing. So, as we go forward, energy healing. So, paano natin mapalakas itong energy healing natin? So, when I'm talking about energy healing, so this is magnetic healing. Mana nga, ang atin lang dito na dapat ating i-realize pag when talking about magnetic healing, so we are using electromagnetic energy. So, electromagnetic energy and spiritual energy. So, because there are many sources of energies, then when it comes to electromagnetic force, so that is the energy, vital force in the physical body. Then, that is energy healing. And the advanced level of the energy healing is when we say electromagnetic force, it is already the combination of our divine connections from the Supreme Source. So that's why, because electromagnetic force is not any longer mystical, because it is discussed in science that there are actually marami mang sources ng energy. So the basic law of nature is actually the discovery sa science. So the basic laws of nature, so mauna na siyang atong nahibaluan sa atong science. So when we go to school, dito makatuntangan to kung siya ng mga basic laws of nature, so gravity, then the discovery of the electricity, maraming electricity, then the magnetism. So yung magnetism man na siyang included na din ang kinatong gitawag electromagnetic force. So super high nga mga energy, ang energy comprising of the super electromagnetic force. Unyang usa nga energy nga mas taas ana kanang gitawag nila og kanang nuclear two nuclear forces. So nang naay nuclear force, pusog na kaayong kanang power. And then talking about energy sa magnetic energy, so that's why I'm going to discuss it here, because to discern, to have a good understanding about energy healing, so we can isolate, but we can also integrate, because energy is dili siya ma-destroy. You cannot destroy energy, because if you want to destroy energy, mas mudaghan ang energy, mas mukusog. So mao na siyang by science na siya. So ang tanan mga butang can be destroyed except energy. Nobody can destroy energy. So but in the energy healing, there is, especially when you learn the shocking power. Shocking power is a system of energy healing to burn up the negative energies if mayroong mga negative energy contaminations from the negative psychic attack. So it means to say, ang energy caused by the negative psychic attacks, pwede siyang i-destroy. But not the energy that we have known. Itong energy na i-explain sa science na may mga energy ngayon, everything that we have dito, especially by this time we are in the electromagnetic force, in the kind of healing, ginamit ang magnetic healing, so super electromagnetic power. So it means super electromagnetic power because the electromagnetic force inside the body and outside the body, our connectivity with nature, we are going to use it, positive energy, and driven by the positive consciousness to manage the energy and to use that energy to heal the problem. For example, a person suffering negative psychic attack, so you can use super electromagnetic energy, but not up to that only. The connection is not only up to that super electromagnetic energy, because there is the integration of the mystical. When talking about integration of the mystical, that is beyond, that is an energy from the spiritual dimension, which is actually not defined by science today. So that's why if you learn the shocking power, a system of energy, how you are going to burn up the negative energies that will contaminate the physical body, so pwede nimong i-suppress ang mga negative energy nandyan sa katawan na contaminate sa physical body by burning up that kind of negative energy by the power of shocking. The shocking power, that is actually a system. So bagaman pag may negative energy yung katawan, especially for those having experience already the shocking power, so paano yan gagamitin? So you can burn up the negative energies that contaminated the physical body. Medyo masakit lang, kay that is burning up the negative energies nga nagka-contaminate sa physical body. And it's interesting, so that's why in the practice of energy healing, this is something like really an education of our spiritual awareness. The education of our spiritual awareness, kay yan man ang kailangan natin ngayon, how we are going to develop a powerful energy, very useful for the healing of our physical body, for the healing of our soul body, and that's it. So ang daming mga bagay-bagay na dapat natin ma-realize in the practice of energy healing. So that's my point why when we are into the practice of energy healing, before we involve into that kind of practice, so we must have first powerful shielding. So we must have first powerful shielding. Kaya the advancement of science today is really accelerating. Ang science ngayon taas na kayo. Likewise ang spiritual science. So there is big difference between spirituality and kining science or science and technology. But we are not against science. In fact, we are integrating science in our practice. So that's my reason why we are being scientific. we are going to be scientific so that we can apply the educations of the laws of nature. So basically, the laws of nature, for example, so nature, ang mga basic, ang fundamental laws of nature, before tanabot aning ato karong evolution nga in this advancement of science and technology, so nagsugod yun sa basic ang mga tao. So that's also the reason why ang education sa divine healing nagsugod sa mga nagsugod og faith healing. Ang mga tao believing that the person is healed by this modality. So faith. Then later on, because the education is actually accelerating as well, there is an expansion of knowledge because the wisdom is radiating or shining in the entire cosmos and enlightening the minds or the consciousness, the heart of the people. So we are now also expanding the soul realization. For example, atong inner cultivation, we are going to use the modality of water. So we are going to use the water, activate the energy of water. And we are actually, in this planet, we are in comprising of elements. Higher elements tayo. Kaya higher elements tayo. So, but we are extracting energies from carbon, oil, coal. So it means to say, in the evolution sa life, just why there is planetary ascension. When I talk about planetary ascension, that refers to the entire human being, planetary ascension. Because even science by this time, they are digging up into the research that there are civilizations outside from the humans because there are presence. That's why we have angels contacts and connection. Then there are mysterious lights manifesting the skies. Because the theory, by this time, ang theory, mayroon mga civilizations. But itong mga civilizations na tinatawag na mga advanced civilizations because dili pa sila ma-counter sa atuang technology by this time. It means to say, our technology cannot match up their technology because they are actually immortals, considering they are immortals. So may mga type ng mga civilization. I'm talking about the ascension of the humans into higher dimension, but how long it would take the humans to ascend into higher dimension. So that the answer for that question, so we rely on the bridging of divine radiance from the Most High, because there is a precise process how we are going to align with higher vibrational frequency. So that's why at this very moment we are given the procedure how we can do our alignment, receive, align, and adapt. So it means to say that is already part of the energy healing. Because if there is imbalance of our energy, so it means to say that we cannot have good health. So if we cannot have good health because there is energy imbalance, so it means to say we lose our opportunity to ascend from minor vibrational frequency into higher vibrational frequency, which is a requirement to ascend our life into higher dimension. So from planetary ascension into advance. So for example, we human beings, we are not included in the type of mga class of civilization na advanced because may mga civilization na stellar ang civilization. So type 1 na sila because they can control the stars. They can control the stars. Tayo mga tao in this dimension, in the planet, we cannot control the energies of the stars. So that's why we are immortals. We are mortals. Humans are mortals, Carbon Life Foundation. Itong mga immortals, they can control the energies of the stars. Yan. Itong class B or type 2 nga mga classes of civilizations, they can control the galaxy. Ayan siya nga. Ang advanced pa yun, mas advanced pa yun nila, they can control the black hole. So it means to say nga, mas powerful. But then, I'm talking about Supreme Superlight Angels. The Supreme Superlight Angels are not actually even energy which the science today actually is able to understand, because it is already accepted in our science today in the planet, that there is another source of energy which actually our laboratory or all kinds of apparatus that we are going to use, they cannot decode, or they cannot study it, because it is beyond, by this time it is yet beyond the understanding of every human brain in the planet. So that's why the education and the evolution of science is expanding and expanding until to the point na maging really advanced ang ating mundo, talagang advanced na advanced. So, we are not only digging, people are not only studying mga nuclear powers, but even going beyond that. So, ang science na is ilan nag-define nga dark energy. So, in the spiritual science, what we are now dealing, we are talking about supreme superlight angels. So, when talking of supreme superlight angels, actually, this kind of energy that we are talking is actually beyond words to explain. So that's why I'll just assign words supreme superlight, because there is no words that can fit to their energy. Because they are actually immortals, and they cannot only control the stars, they can control the entire cosmos. They can control the entire cosmos. So that's why the revelation of the supreme superlight angels will not contradict any theories or principles of science. It will always uh, align, because the energy healing that we are talking by this time is actually pwede man mag-perform ni bisan kinsa. So we are using the magnetic healing. That's why pag may mga tao nag-develop sila ng energy healing, so they use vital force, so internal energy, vital force, and it is really perceivable when you perceive the energies, magnetic power of the physical body by your hand, so you can perceive the energy. Mayroong energy na ma-perceive mo. That's just like what you can feel today. Right at this very moment, when we are going to perceive energy, okay, this is the energy. You can perceive this energy. Okay, follow what I'm doing. Okay, now then focus your attention on energy. So our formula is thought follows energy. Okay, this is energy. So by doing so, we can really perceive the energy, and this is the magnetic force of the body. Now, beyond the magnetic force of the body, what is that kind of energy? An energy that can burn up negative energy. So, energy that can burn up negative energy, just likewise in the case of shocking power. Shocking power is a system of energy healing wherein pag mayroong negative energy na nandyan sa katawan ng tao, pwede mo siya i-burn up para mas madali siyang ma-burn up yung mga negative energy, mas dali siyang maalis. Medyo masakit lang, kaya talagang may-burn up yun talagang yung energy. You see, so this is something like beyond explanation by science today. Maybe in the future, because as we have said, that knowledge is a never-ending process of learning. Ang discovery ngayon is grabe advancement ng technology. So, technology and spirituality are two things, different modality. Different modality. What do you mean by different modality? For example, today we talk here, internet. Oh, okay. Because there is internet, okay, nakakita ta karon. We are watching each other through the screen. Then, in the advance, still direct in the mind. Maybe the scientists will put up mayroong technology, direct microchip put up in your physical body. Then you need not to touch your screen. Just to push the button of your screen, then command the program of your cell phone internet. So, maybe already direct in the brain. So, para sa mga malintano na kayo, madali nang makalimot, there is no need na maka-remember, because it's already there in the program. You just think it, then the computer will work for you. But that is technology. But what I'm talking about is technology, spirituality, which is also yung mga tao, clairvoyant na mga tao, they can do telepathy. And lower lang ang level na ma-activate pa ngayon, because as I said, the bridging of divine radiance of the Most High is accelerating, and people would have to receive, align, and adapt to be in alignment, to maintain their balance with the accelerations of the energy released in the third dimension. So this is actually third dimension. beyond third dimension, of course, higher dimension. So that is why the reason we are going to perceive the energy bridged by the divine radiance of the Most High through the Supreme Superlight Angels. And mayroong maraming mga exercises so that we can align and we can maintain the good health for our physical body. And we should not forget the spiritual side, because the energy body of the soul could not be could not be feed up by the power of technology. So, and technology is very advantage, because when there is technology, so it means to say the world is really advanced, and there is really progress when it comes to economy, when it comes to when it comes to the progress of the nation, the progress of the entire planet. When it comes to material, makita natin na talagang hindi na tayo maglalakad papunta tayo doon sa syudad, hindi tayo then pag gusto nating mag outside Cebu or from Manila, you go to another country. So mayroong technology, so hindi tayo ma-left behind. And then it's likewise spirituality. Ito lang ngayon ang ating habol ngayon is we must not be left behind and trapped by the so much illusion in the planet that we are trapped in our spiritual growth, because it is really necessary. The spiritual growth is without the contaminations of negative energy. So it means to say spiritually you are healthy and there is no virus in your energy body. It means to say virus in energy body, wala kang we are not visionable race na yung mga channel sa spiritual system natin mag-plug up. So we are receiving, aligning, and adapting advanced energy released from the Most High, from the higher dimension. So this is what we are going to do. So exercises of the holistic art. So the exercises of the holistic art, we do it. We have conscious astral journey, so advanced spiritual study. Again, I'll make it very clear that in our holistic art, so we are talking about energy na ma-explain sa science, and those energies that are actually beyond words to explain. And science by this time is exploring the research of dark energy, because dark energy, it is not yet discovered. It is beyond the power of our laboratory by this time. So that's why the explorations of mga physicists ngayon, they are studying another source of energy, because they had discovered another source of energy, which is called dark energy. So later on, baka in the future, how many years from now, okay, we are really in the advanced technology. It must be we are also in the advanced spirituality. It means to say we are not left behind, and we are going to ascend. And it is very specific ascension into the supreme governance of the infinite cosmic family of light. Okay, the humans are not yet into that sector of life, because humans are in the lowest advanced elements ang mga humans, but malayong malayo. So that's why there is planetary ascension ongoing by this time. So planetary ascension, ang mga tao umakyat, mo-ascend sila nga to sa higher nga dimension wherein they can control energies of the stars. So that's why I said may mga higher beings na actually they are creating nature, and humans in the planet are studying nature. So the big difference, malayo ang diferensya. Okay, so I am going to regards first to all the practitioners of Dugukan joining this conference. So mayroon tayong basahin muna na message from Engineer Kirby. Thanks Jonathan, Estrada, Vanessa, Camelia, Enriquez, Anthony, Marcellus for joining the conference. So marami-rami. Welcome everyone. Engineer, welcome sa tanang mong mga kaibigan, and my warmest regards to every one of them. I hope they will enjoy this conference and welcome if they would like also to participate. Then from Optic Marie, Irish, IGM, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Optic, Irish, good afternoon. And from Mayat Noynay, okay, from itong basahon muna. And then also okay, Biyaya is joining. Welcome, Biyaya, and nice to see you. And Tekria, okay, nice to see you. And always hoping that everything is going fine. We are blessed by the light of the Supreme Master all the time. So from Mayat Noynay, good afternoon, GMPS 172. I have question po. In places nga hinay ang energy, or let's say hilingan ang energy, or let's say hilinganan kaayo nga lugar tungod sa daghang negativities, enough na ba ang person to perform art of life para mahilingan ang place or ma-activate ang energy sa lugar? Thanks, Mas Jem. Okay, enough na kayo.
1%.
Enough na kayo na. Just why, for places na medyo mahina yun ang energy, kailangan siya na may tao or mga taong mag-perform ng Art of Life 172. Kasi mag-activate ang energy in the surroundings. Itong Art of Life 172, that's why it is holistic art, because when you perform the exercise, the forms and gestures of the art, you are going to activate your internal energy and advanced divine connection. So I'm talking about internal energy, vital force in the physical body, the electromagnetism force in the body. So, and the magnetic force in the surroundings. So the electromagnetic force in the surroundings and the advanced elemental energies and the supreme superlight energies. So maraming mga energies. So itong energies, daghang mga energies nga ato ang i-perform, ato ang i-activate when we do Art of Life 172. So that's why it can create angels contacts and connection. So it comes from the bridgings of divine radiance from the Most High. So that's why when you perform Art of Life in the beginning of your exercise in the place, medyo mahina talagang frequency doon. So isang araw, dalawang araw, tatlong araw, wala ka pang makikita na mga presence of the angels of the supreme light. Then as you later on, when you go forward, continuous yung exercise mo, you can perceive na ang energy, you can perceive the energy, you can touch the energy by your hands. Then you can see na the presence of the angels of supreme light. So mag-manifest na sila doon sa taas. Yan. So it means to say the place is high frequency. And it can be used already for permanent contacts of angels. So permanent contacts, it can be used already for permanent communications with angels that we are referring to, supreme superlight angels. Okay, so don't be misled with mysterious lights or UFOs, because UFOs could be, of course, could be technology, advanced technology from advanced civilization that can control stars because they are stellar, so they can control stars. And humans, we don't have ability to control stars because we are mortals. So, ang sourcing of energies natin from carbon, oil, coal, so yan, it's different. Yan, from dead plants. So, it means to say, we are very far from that kind of evolution of life. So they are actually creating energies and they can manipulate, they can control energies. So that's why yung mga teleportation, ano pang yung mga advancement of mga hindi, we are really far from that kind of technology. So that's why ang science natin ngayon is digging into the more deeper knowledge, more discovery about what's going on now. And of course, it is very tremendous success because as we go forward, the planet is really changing because of the evolutions of science and technology. And we must not be left behind in the spiritual side. Because the spiritual side, mayroon tayong conscious astral travel. So, mayroon tayong advanced spiritual study. Then mayroon tayong advanced spiritual study, then there should be the transformation, DNA transformation from minor physical into advanced by vibrational frequency. So it means to say that itong journey ng mga tao into spirituality is into ascension of the physical body into advanced foundation of the body so that it can ascend into higher dimension. And it's very specific into the supreme governance of the infinite cosmic family of light. So that after that person or someone in that kind of sector of life, he would go into the supreme superlight angel's realm. So that's why it is very specific that I describe the three kinds of inner realm. The Amistra, which is beyond words to explain. So if it is beyond words to explain, so we cannot define it. So it cannot be studied by our ways of learning or knowing things in the scientific way because it is beyond human understanding. So words cannot fit to describe it because that kind of energy is, we cannot define that energy. And the second is the Gradam. Gradam is the supreme, Gradam is the grand inner realm wherein the supreme superlight angels do come from. So it's actually the very higher form of lives. They are not the stellar forms of stellar level of civilization because they are beyond. They are beyond. In fact, they are, the cosmos is part of the third dimension that I'm talking about. Part of the third belong to the third, which is the Morka advanced in the realm. So I'll just assign that in that way. So during actual conscious travel or advanced spiritual study, it's different because you can perceive it with your actual presence there when you travel in your conscious astral journey. It's there you can get more information, knowledge about the reality of life. So something like, that's why the holistic art we are going to learn is wholeness, holistic art, and based on direct experience. Because whatever amount of explanation that I'm going to explain to tell here, without actual experience, so it could be very impossible to discern because this pertains to the advanced spiritual knowledge. And when I'm talking about shocking power that you can use on your energy healing, I think it's understandable for everyone that actually practicing the advanced energy healing. Kaya itong shocking power, you still belong to the basic because this actually still belong to the fundamental or basic laws of nature. So drinking the water, for example, and use that water for to feed up energies on your physical body. So ordinary applications of water, you are not going to bless that water with powerful energies from the Most High through the bridging of divine regions from the Supreme Superlight Angel. So it means to say that you cannot prolong your existence in the physical body. You will die as you go forward when you only drink water for your physical body. So it means to say you cannot survive longer period of time. So let's say a year. So malayo na yung 1 year. So maybe a month. Or if you are really may mental discipline ka, you can survive a month. But if you are not having that kind of system, internal energy cultivation, normal lang yun kayo. So maybe you can survive 9 days. Then after that, the body will die because it's not only water needed for the body. We need complete vitamins and minerals. So all those what the body needs for our energy of the body from the food that we eat, normal food that we eat. So that's why we are surviving, getting energy from the plants, dead plants. So it's different. So it means to saying ang supreme superlight angels, they are not using that kind of energy. There are energies that by this time we cannot tell it what is that kind of energy. The same as in science, physicists today are talking about the mystery of the dark energy. 73% dark energy, 23% dark matter. And where are we? So we are only we are in the advanced elementals, advanced elements. We are 0.03 by science, and the stars will take 4% of the of that energy. So it means to say that is the big difference. The energy that we're talking about is supreme superlight angels. There's no definition actually of the supreme superlight angels. So that's why it is spiritual, and we can resort into inner discovery and benefit out of that exploration, inner discovery, so that we can develop also spirituality in the real essence of spirituality, and we can govern our health, and we can secure ourselves, we can secure our physical body, that we will not be sooner or later contaminated with the viruses. So that's why when I said that if you have inner cultivation, you can conquer viruses. You are not vulnerable with viruses because you learn inner cultivation. The super electromagnetic power in your physical body is more than enough to kill those kinds of viruses. So moment that it will come up in your physical body, so it will be electrocuted, it will be burned, because there is current in the physical body, there is electricity in the physical body. Combine all those energies in the physical body, super electromagnetic energy. So until the time, if the power is expanding and expanding, so you can release electromagnetic pulse. You can use electromagnetic pulse actually. So mayroon talagang fire na energy. Then when you go advance, so that is supreme superlight. So that's why in the physical body is actually vested with all these kinds of informations of advanced cell, consciousness, energy, light, and life. Don't be misled with my term, consciousness, energy, light, and life. So at supreme cells, so itong supreme cells, we have these kinds of connections in the physical body. For example, the permanent atom of your astral vehicle is there in the physical body. So when a person, when the soul will go astral dominion, so the physical body is sleeping, and then the astral body is there in the astral realm, traveling and experiencing the activities as a soul, and on its physical body, which is called astral vehicle, and experiencing the inner realm. And it's there, the soul is experiencing. There is no big difference because there is still consciousness. You are that consciousness traveling in the inner realm with all there's nothing left because there's nothing omitted in you because you are there in the astral. Only there is an expansion of your consciousness because astral body can do many things. It can survive when it can survive in the water, meaning it does not breathe if you are expert to use your astral body. Then it can swim even in the fire. So the fire has no, it's not a harm for the astral body because that is the function. That is the difference of the astral body because astral body is made up of energy. Although it is still mortal body because it can die as well. But it's no problem when the fish in the astral body will die in the astral because you will immediately get back on your physical body. So it means to say it's not dangerous. So that's why I said that doing astral travel is not dangerous. There's no harm in the physical body when you do astral journey because regardless of how many times you will die in the astral vehicle, in the astral realm, so long as you have your physical body, you will get back in your physical body and you simply get back in your physical body. You wake up. So there's no harm. So it is really important to know, to become familiar of our soul level in the astral physical body. Astral body, still mortal. Of course, it cannot go beyond astral dominion because if you want to go beyond astral dominion, beyond multidimensional level of creation or existence, you must use also your super light body. So there is another vehicle in the physical body. So that's why information of advanced cell are actually in the physical body. So because you have another vehicle that you can use it when you travel in the advanced inner realm, which is your permanent atom of superlight body located at your heart center. Then the problem only is how we are going to use it if we don't have inner cultivation. So that's why the things that we are doing now in our holistic art, we are preparing our spiritual consciousness, as it is one of the principles, actually the first principle of Dugukan, inner cultivation, to develop, to expand spiritual awareness. And we can expand our spiritual awareness when we have inner cultivation. Without inner cultivation, we cannot master the seven energy centers of our physical body. So it means to say we cannot control it. We cannot control it because we do not know how to control it. But then if we have energy cultivation, so we are learning that we have vital force. So there are energies that we are going to connect. Like science, there is gravity, there is electricity, there is magnetism, there is nuclear force, nuclear power. That's it. And now the new discovery. So it means to say the same in the spiritual. In the spiritual side, and in fact, try to, when you can do. That's why I said just to put it in your habit, because once it will become a habit, you do it every night before you go to sleep. Set your mind that you can consciously remember your journey in the astral, because whether you like it or not, the time that you go to sleep, definitely without any excuse, you really travel in the astral realm. So you really travel in the astral realm. So it means to say there is no exception so long as a person will go to sleep. So the person will travel in the astral realm to experience the astral journey. Then only not conscious. So wala siyang ma-remember pag mabalik na siya sa kanyang katawan. So now, set up your mind. Put it in this way. Before you go to sleep, you set up in the mind that you sleep, you relax, you allow your physical body na mag-relax siya, then you journey. Your physical body becomes an empty shell. So empty shell, but it's okay because you're still, you will get back in your physical body after you can relax your physical body. Then you are having your journey in another realm. And don't be worried because you cannot lose. You cannot lose because you are connected with your silver cord or divine cord. Okay, mayroon kayong mga experience na doon. Marami, conscious ka. Then every time that you go to astral dominion, you are really, really conscious. So, you will understand what I'm talking about. So, if people are really worried about the future, actually, that with the time that I would say, anyway, totoo man good yun when I'm saying that I have no future. When you go advanced spiritual study, you don't have future because you don't mind of the future, because the future is right here. We are here in the dimension, third dimension, wherein there is past, present, and the future. In higher dimension, there is no future because there is no past, present, and future. So that's why mga tao, they are really exploring about the knowledge and the wisdom, then time travel, because they want to know the past. Okay, past lives. Okay, go advanced spiritual study. Go conscious astral journey. Then you can go back to the histories of your life. Then there are so many exciting histories in life that you really can say that life is truly blissful. Only it is veiled. It is veiled. The opportunity to know who you really are is actually veiled because there is veiling by this time. So that's why the unveiling is going on. The 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 unveiling is going on. So it means to say, receive, align, and adapt. Of course, we must take good care of our physical body. Without doing so, we will lose the opportunity. Okay, here is another thing. If you are a person who is very sickly, okay, what is the indication if you are a person who is very sickly? So, sickly ka ni, masakitin, madali ka magkasakit. So, what do you mean but if you are someone like, parang madali yung ka masakit, nanghihina yung katawan mo. So, What does it mean? Okay, don't you worry, because it does not mean that you are weak in the spiritual side. Because the possibilities are many. Then, so long as you have your inner cultivation, because the physical body actually is not enhanced with that kind of energy. Because too much energy, then the physical body is not enhanced with that energy, it can cause imbalance. So meaning, you have powerful energy within, but you are not enhancing your physical body, because the physical body needs an enhancement to be able to receive, align, and adapt with that kind of energy, which is very powerful. But the problem is your muscle is not capable to receive, align, and adapt with that kind of energy. So it means to say you will not feel well, because there is imbalance. Your physical body cannot match up the higher energy. Supposedly it will accelerate within. So it means to say you have your guide, which is actually your spirit guide, particularly your guardian angel and your spiritual master. So, pag magkasakit yung katawan, don't you worry pag magkasakit yung katawan, because there are really actually some kinds of disease or sickness that you really experience, but that kind of that kind of sickness will just pass away, because it is only intended to train your physical body to increase its frequency. So you get it? You To increase your frequency. So sometimes we feel not fine. Sometimes like we are sick, just because it is allowed by our spiritual guide to experience by the physical body, so that it can increase high frequency. So that's why we must resort into inner cultivation. So that way, how we are going to manage the good balance of our physical condition and the spiritual condition. Okay, let's read first sa mga message from Maribik. Now, I understood. Astral po, GMPS, dahil sometimes before, pagkagigising, may mga small twigs at sands on my bed and pillows. Okay. Okay, so, okay, Maribik, nice. And from Joy Beth. Okay, Joy Beth is joining. Mayong hapon, Joy. And from Joy Beth, good afternoon po. Yes, good afternoon, Joy. And from Engineer JM, I dreamed that my late dad is asking me to sleep beside him in his bed, seeing his physical body very reddish in color, and when I lay beside him, he hugged me, and I felt his warm embrace. Then I woke up. After realizing this, I traveled back to Cagayan de Oro to visit his grave and pray over his soul. Okay, that's it. Okay, yung mga gibisita ka sa imuhang father engineer. So that's good. And that's the time also you offer him energy healing. Anyway, the energy healing that we have, that's why in the site every Saturday, and not only Saturday, so long as we can perceive them, mayroong maraming mga kaluluwa, kailangan sila na ng healing. So, okay, offer them energy healing. The most powerful energy healing that you can use is divine healing. Connect to the spiritual light angels, particular command responsible for the healing. Then after you can connect it, okay, send healing to any of the souls that you know that you want to send healing. Okay, from Maribik. Now I understand. Yes, I have already read. Okay, that's it. Yan. Ang astral journey, mayroon kang mga ma-experience talaga. Then, conscious ka sa mga experiences mo. And, of course, with that, it will expand your spiritual consciousness, spiritual understanding. So, yan. So, I said yesterday na, okay, another thing, ang lana na to is actually katong mga nag-aim bitaw nga naamoy lana. So try to coordinate with Haliging Roslen kay tanaw na tong makapadala ba sila sa LBC. So Kontakan ninyo si Haliging Roslyn, tanan itong makapadala ba ta sa LBC, kay okay man makapadala siguro si LBC, kay basig kikinhanglanon jud kayo. Kay maayo na lang, I suggest that the good maintenance for the cleansing of negative energies, and of course, i-feed up sa inyong mga cells for powerful self-protection against negative psychic attacks, negative energy contaminations, viruses, yung Ascension Oil. So, ang Ascension Oil, mystical man na siya. Why is it mystical? As I said, we have already explained anong mga pwedeng mga matulungan ng Ascension Oil. Yan ang mga ginagamit ng mga practitioners ng dugukan. Bagaman, pag ako, martial artist ako ngayon, then mabali itong buto ko. So, I will not let it cut. Hindi ko ito paputol. I'll just drink Ascension Oil, then put oil on the problem so that itong bone mag-insulate. So it means to say you can restore your fractured bone. So it means to say that is the use of the Ascension Oil. Pagka baka man sakali magka-virus, mayroong virus, so use the Ascension Oil kaya talagang hindi ka mamamatay 100% because the Ascension Oil is designed to protect, not only to protect the physical body, but to protect yung silver cord mo para hindi matanggal. Hindi siya makat. Then, if hindi siya makat, so yung art of survival is talagang mataas. You cannot travel in the astral realm because yung physical na katawan talagang mayroon siyang actually is packed up with powerful energy. So, gamit ng Ascension Oil. So, the Ascension Oil is designed to prepare the physical body for higher ascension and to protect the physical body against negative energy contamination, especially negative psychic attacks. Okay, so coordinate with just coordinate with Haliging Roslyn if you want to get a bottle of Ascension Oil. Okay. From Marjorie, good afternoon. Okay, good day. GM, pwede ba nagmo? Oh, now joining also is Melanie. Mayong hapon, Melanie. Mayong hapon. And nice to see you here. And also Dushil. Mayong hapon din day. Good afternoon, Jim from Dushil. Okay. There are some messages from Igmat Marjorie. Ato sang basaw kadiot. Good afternoon, Jim. Our cell connecting to our divine cord, which serve as tunnels to reach out the multidimensional array of realms. Then, thus it necessary to expand our divine cord for us to reach the highest realms. If so, how to expand our divine cord? Thanks, GM. Okay, so when we have to do our inner cultivation, especially art of life, so every time you go conscious astral journey, and the divine connections that we receive by learning art of life 172, so that will expand our divine cord, our silver cord. So it is really expand naturally. It will expand naturally so long as you do your inner cultivation. So that's why when it is really expanded, so you can do conscious astral journey. Even you do not aim to remember it, but that will becomes very natural for you. You can do it very naturally. So anytime that you relax your physical body, so okay, the energy is vibrating, accelerating, then you separate you separate from your physical body. And of course, the silver cord is always exercised every day, every moment that you do a conscious astral journey. So you are expanding your divine connections, and likewise the silver cord connecting your physical body and your astral body, physical body and your superlight body, and to the divine cells or supreme cells are actually really expanding. So the only thing is in the physical body, because the physical body is the minor frequency, so it needs to be activated and able to receive advanced energies from the supreme cells, supreme superlight angels. Then as we go forward, so okay, our divine connections will become stronger, and the silver cord and the divine cord are actually expanding. We have different chords, different divine chords. The silver cord connecting our conscious body, the silver cord connecting our physical body with the astral body, the silver cords connecting our superlight body located at the solar center, and the physical body. Our divine cords connecting from the different dimensions from the advanced inner realm, Murka. So those are the chords that we are going to to have an enhancement when it comes in our physical body. How we are going to enhance those divine connections, because when those connections, without preparing our physical body, arranging our physical body, especially the muscles and every cells of the physical body, it cannot survive powerful energy. So that's why even in fact during meditation, there is moment in your meditation, you will notice this as you go forward in your meditation, and then receiving the bridging of divine regions, receiving higher vibrational frequency, that there is time that when you meditate, there is a really powerful energy, tremendous amount of energy that you can perceive in your physical body. And during, because that is something like new energy which is very powerful, and you are not enhanced to receive that kind of energy, you are electrocuted. You can feel the jerking of your brain very very strong. Anyway, it's just a very split of second, because there is always a control. There is always a control. So it means to say, when there is always a control, there is controller for that energy. And who is the controller of that energy? Of course, from the divine source. So you are not really electrocuted with that kind of energy, because you there is a controller. Anyway, you perceive that kind of energy because at that time you tune up, you are able to align with that kind of frequency, which is really high frequency. So it means to say that the presence of powerful energy is just available at any rate of time, and it will come to you, wherein you can really experience that energy, so long as you will undergo your training in the inner cultivation as you go forward. So the same as when I say that conscious astral journey, for example, so it is actually elementary lesson. Only lang it seems like something supernatural, because we are not doing that naturally. And of course, when we are new in the lesson, so it means to say that something like, okay, this is strange. But when you go forward, then every day, every time you go to sleep, then you often do that, and you will become conscious in your astral journey. So you will realize that that is really, really natural, and everybody is actually experiencing astral journey. The problem only is they are not conscious. So that's why there is blinding ignorance. So that's why I am asking, in our consciousness, where is the point of blinding ignorance where is the point of blinding ignorance we can locate? It will begin. It will actually begin with the moment we will go to sleep, because moment we will go to sleep, we cannot remember anything. So, except pag mayroon tayong talagang magandang dream or nakakatakot na dream, so it means to say you will remember. At saka yung mga magagandang mga experience mo doon sa astral na dimension, so okay, you can remember. So, it's a matter of training. Even to have a good healthful condition all the time is a matter of training. And body maintenance. So the body maintenance, we are going to resort into the inner cultivation, because the technique is, okay, have powerful, have healthy energy, substantive energy. So long as we have substantive energy, okay, it will carry over sa physical na katawan. The physical body will also be okay. Of course, apply the exercise, because the muscles, every cell in the physical body will need also to adjust, to align, to receive, to be able to receive, align, and adapt, capable to sustain, to receive that energy. And the spiritual dimension is more than enough to support your energies, to support our physical bodies energy. So with that, okay, we are okay. So pag mayroong mga threats sa surroundings, viruses, Anyway, really, this would be really the time that we are going to prepare, because as I have already discussed, itong mga the viruses, especially mga airborne viruses, is dangerous, kasi pag airborne viruses, it means to say dangerous yan because it will contaminate the people, because every person, we survive because we breathe. So maski mag-mask pa tayo, so long as we breathe, so that's still, of course, very vulnerable. That's why we should be able to fulfill our part, spiritual responsibilities. What is spiritual responsibility? Actually, it is individual's responsibility to protect yourself. And how you are going to protect yourself, do not only rely, I keep repeating this, do not only rely on the material things. Because material things, for tougher enemies, you cannot protect yourself with just material means. It means to say material means actually do not matter. It has it cannot protect you, it cannot secure your life when it comes to tougher enemy, because it is material and it is beyond the potential of the material protection. So what we need is spiritual protection. So this is the time that we must realize also that there are really things that material cannot sustain. Material cannot is not really the answer. For example, tougher viruses, because tougher viruses, it do not have medicine that can cure you. So it means to say, if you don't have also powerful shielding, so you will die. We will die. So it means to say, we are not being secured if we are just only focusing on our material side. It must be we have to cultivate our education and the spiritual side. This is for everybody. And no one is exempted on this, because everybody is experiencing the threat of life. The threat of life, whenever the time there are kinds of viruses, parang really tougher viruses. So we see this point. We can see really this point, because this is actually illustrated by this time. That's why you look at what's going on now in our surroundings, in our nation, in the world. People are really threatened by the viruses. So that's why we humans in the planet. So it is real possible that, of course, ano mga possible extensions ng humanity, the entire humanity, because of the catastrophic event. And what are those catastrophic events? Volcano, for example, eruption of volcanic eruption. The itong asteroids, and there are so many things. So it means to say war, thermonuclear war. So it means to say, when we rely on the material side, okay, we will accept that there shall be the end of life for someone, or for everyone, or for the entire humanity. Time will come, because humans are mortals. So that's why humans are mortals, very susceptible with catastrophic event. But what we are talking now is just the reality we cannot deny. Reality that we cannot deny. So my point is, there is always a refuge for whatever kinds of danger. So the refuge is resulting into the most powerful protection in life. And what is that most powerful protection in life? Complete surrender to the Most High. So complete surrender to the Most High. So if we have complete surrender to the Most High, that is, we can say, thy will be done. So it means to say, thy will be done, the will of the Most High, that you can survive. We can survive. So that's why the Most High, the divine guidance is telling us, my son, be wise. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So what is the righteousness of the Most High? The righteousness of the Most High is wisdom. Walk your life by the light of wisdom, because in that way you will know what is good and what is bad, what is dangerous and what is not dangerous. You will know what things that will really matter in your life. But without resorting into hard wisdom, of course, we lose the game of life, because definitely we are misled. Even for elementary viruses, for example, we will die because we don't have powerful shielding. If we cannot die by the virus, we can die because we do not have food to eat. Say the point? Okay. If we have the food to eat, we still die because other people don't have food to eat. They will go to your house and will ransack you. What are the food supplies that you have in your house? it means to say the world is getting chaos. So this is a reality we're talking about, but we are not really saying that this will happen, because anything in the future, actually, future, if we are going to talk about the future, that is probability. It will come or it will come later. But the thing that we are talking now is here, we are talking about the things that should really happen, that shall really happen in the future. Because why? Why it shall really happen in the future? Because it is already there. The negative energies in the surroundings are lingering. And we human beings in the entire planet, we are creating garbage in the planet. You look at the food that we eat, you can say that we are eating or taking up good foods. There's no chemicals in the food, so it means to say we are taking the healthy foods every day. We are not taking healthy foods every day. We are poisoning our physical body every day. So if we are looking for eternal salvation of life, the eternal salvation of life, it will begin with longevity and rejuvenation. So it means to say, you know what to do. You know what to do, because lihok kay tao kay tabangan ta sa labang makagagahom. Then if we do not know how we are going to work, because we do not know the righteousness of the Most High, you may call it God, we do not know what is righteousness of God, so it means to say we are still misled. So that's why so many prayers of the people are actually unheard, because hindi siya narinig sa, hindi siya na-accomplish in the life of the person praying, because we do not know what is the righteousness of the Most High, and the basic righteousness of the Most High that He wants to teach us, everyone in the entire planet, is take good care of our physical body. So how we are going to take good care of our physical body? Every food that we eat by this time is already engineered. So that's why it's a big task for the entire humanity if we want really to solve the problems of the surroundings and the problems of the future. So that's why by this time, what we need is holistic art. We must be awakened to the things that will really matter in our life and everyone's life. So that's it. Okay, so ato sang basahon ng mga message. Asa ba mga message ani palihog kog kuan? Ano na to mga message. Okay. Okay, so wala pa yung mga libro sa dugukan, kindly go to the website. I-download ninyo ang libro nga to kay para na mo i-copy sa libro. O niya, i-share na to sa mga tao po, hoping we can help the enlightenment, divine illumination, not only for us, not only for the friends, brothers, and sisters practicing holistic art of Dugukan and practicing any other holistic art. Anyway, any holistic art, it would be good, because integrating all the systems of holistic arts will make us invincible when it comes to the management of our physical body, the energy body, or body, mind, soul, and spirit. So it would be very nice, and it's nice if, of course, people are united in the positive vibrations of light. It must be united in the positive vibrations of light instead of negative vibrations of light. So what are the negative vibrations of light? The light of the people, light, everything today, everyone today will claim the light. So this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong, up to the point that really, up to the point of launching war. It means to say the world will get chaos because of the problems of the different emotions of the people and having different versions of light. So they go to war and people will die because of the war. Okay? So in our side, we are practicing holistic art. If you have enemy, as I said, okay, because you cannot argue with, you cannot appease with your enemy. Okay, you keep fighting every day. You practice martial arts. You practice spiritual martial arts. Okay, so it means to say moment that you cannot you cannot control your bad temper. Okay, use your spiritual martial arts. Do not harm your enemy. Lance always, what is the term I use for that? Harmonious war. Resort into harmonious war. But at the time your enemy is sick, nagkasakit siya, of course, stop muna yung awayan. tulungan mo muna siya, i-heal mo muna siya, then moment na ma-heal na siya, okay, balik na sa kayong away. Until the moment na you will be exhausting, you both will exhaust your energy because of keep fighting, then later on you will realize that you can stay both in peace and harmony. And then you will realize na talaga it's better to live life with peace and harmony, not with so much fighting and killing. Then there's no end for fighting and killing and dying. It is already illustrated by the many histories of time. You look at the histories, how many millions of people died in war, and there's nothing good result in war. Always killing and fighting. And anyway, it will not end. Walang kahumanan yan because that is natural program that will illustrate the polarity of the mundane world, the mortal physical world. So the mortal physical world, there is polarity. That's why people say there is negative, there is positive, there's negative. Because that is an illustration that there is polarity. Then soul realization is you understand soul realization, you will attain you discern the most vital part in life's purpose in the planet. You already have spiritual growth. So it means to say you understand the deeper meaning of oneness with all the stars. That's the truth that we are going to learn in the holistic art of the Bukan. We will perceive what is oneness with all the stars. So if we have oneness with all the stars, okay, there's no positive, there's no negative. You are going to walk your life by the light of heart wisdom. So it means to say you cannot judge, because as I said that of course protect yourself all the time. Do not let the bad energies, do not let the evils topple you down. So how they are going to topple you down? When you lose your life, of course, when you lose your life, so you are toppled down by the negatives. So do not let the negatives topple you down. So always secure your life, protect your life, use your spiritual martial arts. So who are your enemies, by the way? By the way, who are our enemies? We are in the spiritual martial arts. Our enemies are blinding ignorance and many human weaknesses. Talking about human weaknesses, they are weaknesses, but they are very, very powerful. So that's why many people cannot overcome human weaknesses, because human weaknesses are very powerful. Without divine guidance, we cannot survive. We cannot tackle down our human weaknesses, and many in the occasion of our lives, we are being used by our very own human weaknesses. So our very own human weaknesses will topple us down. And that the big illustration for that is when you have your neighbor, then gisagit yung kasi imong neighbor, imong gitigbas, naputol ang liog sa imong neighbor. So who will suffer the consequence? Okay, you, because as I said in the beginning, there is no really bad person. Okay, maguba ang imong kinabuhi because nakaputol kag liog sa imong silingan, unya kontrahan ka sa imong silingan, unya mapriso pa gyud ka. So it means to say you are a victim by your own weakness. Dili kakapugong sa imong kasuko. But what if pugnan nimo imong kasuko and do not allow your anger, your negative energy, your negative emotion to topple you down, so you will enjoy life. You will enjoy life with freedom. So that's it. That is just only my example. Anyway, we cannot assure anyone or the people because it depends on the circumstance. That's why people turns into bad faith because of the negative circumstance, and that is part of our healing. Okay? Okay, thank you for the water. Okay. I have to read first the message from Aliging Roslen. Yes, GMPS 172, and negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, greediness, hatred, too much sorrow, negative ego, etc. are vibrations that exist forever. Yes. If negative energies are existing forever, likewise positive energies are existing forever. You is forever. in the positive side. do not do not go with the negative side, because life is always oppressed by the negative energies in the surroundings. Going negative energies, working life in the negative side, it means to say, without understanding the consequences, the reason behind, life is always oppressed. So that's why the world is very tricky and always not so kind for the many people, unfortunate people. So that's why they are unfortunate, because they are misled along the way. So it must not be. We should not be misled along the way. So we are given the divine guidance from the Supreme Master of Wisdom. We are given the art of life, wherein we can expand our divine connection to the Most High and experiencing our oneness with all the stars, with the presence of the Supreme Superlight Angels, visible by our naked eyes. So there's no reason that we have our reservation that we would not walk our life in the light of wisdom. We know that heart wisdom is necessary in our lives. We know that negative energies can topple us down. So why we are still going to entertain negative energies? It must be in the positive side. And we know that we are going to fulfill our spiritual responsibilities, because by doing that, you are giving satisfaction for the needs of your soul. You are satisfying the needs of your soul. And going along, all the efforts in your life are in the material things, for the mundane things. Okay, don't ayaw pagbagulbol na lang sa kinabuhi nga, oh lesod, life is really hard, so much trials, really difficult, because that is really the program in the negative side. In the positive side, live life blissfully. Understand that it's all in the mind shifting. Every now and then, everywhere there are negative energies, and it depends on the setting of our minds, the setting of our heart. Then that's it. We can we can we can say that life is blissful, because regardless of the situation, you are in the positive side, and all problems will turn into a situation wherein you can solve it. You can solve it. That's why, even for the viruses by this time, anyway, train yourself to have an ascension oil. Ascension oil, take ascension oil, even a cup or a spoon of ascension oil every night before you go to sleep. It can help because that is actually powerful juice from the fruits, from the trees, powerful herbs. So it means to say it has no side effects. It has no negative side effect. It only give you positive result. So use the ascension oil as your juice. As your juice nga pang detox sa imuhang katawan. Pang detox sa mga negative energies. Hindi nilang toxin i-detox, especially mga negative energies. Okay, use it every day. So that's why lang siya mo pang anben sa uban, kay wala pa tay daghang kayong supply, but then kuan lang katong mga practitioner lang. Una nga inan nyo si haligi, kay buwan padadaan mo ni haligi. Sabot mo kung sa'y pagi ninyo. And of course, we can apply the holistic art of life 172. Before you go to sleep, do the meditation. After you wake up early morning, okay, apply the 4 tasks. So it means to say now we are having the guidance. We are having the program for our holistic art. So it means to say we are having the program for our holistic art. So if we don't have the program, it is quietly struggling. So that's why many people are always in the search of truth. In the search and search and search. So there is no more time left for them to choose what is the best that they are going to apply for their life, because all the rest of their time were actually used in searching. So while we are searching, continuing the program of the learning process and soul realization, expanding of our spiritual consciousness, gaining spiritual growth, we are going to apply what is the good program that we can feel that we here in this program we have improvement because it works out. So apply your program. do not be very strangling, because if you are jumping from this point to another point to another point, you don't have focus. So it means to say, when you don't have focus, walang masyadong improvement, because from this place jumping into another place, you jumping to into another place. Here we are very specific with our program. So apply Art of Life as your body maintenance when it comes to physical and spiritual fitness. So Art of Life. Before you go to sleep, okay, do the Dugukan Lightship meditation. Apply any of the gestures of the Dugukan Lightship meditation. Then set your mind that you are going to do conscious astral journey, and you are having the connection, because you are connecting your consciousness with the divine radiance transmission of the Supreme Superlight Angels. Then just open up your heart, wisdom, then consciousness, you can perceive the connection, you being bridged by the Supreme Superlight Angels. Okay, then, okay, proceed to your conscious astral journey. Then, until the point that you can improve, because you will meet spiritual personnel in higher dimension during your astral journey, wherein they are going to connect you in the advanced spiritual study. So, while you are already there in your advanced spiritual study, okay, that's good, because higher knowledge will be added in your experience. So that's it. And early morning, after you wake up, instead of looking up the message in your cell phone, or instead of doing anything, do not do anything first unless you can complete your 4 tasks. So the 4 tasks are very specific. Recall your dream, recall your astral journey. What are your experiences in the astral realm? Then second is discern. If there is really message, there are important or necessary message, okay, discern. Then the third, cleansing of the negative energies. Every day you have to cleanse the negative energies in your energy field. Likewise, every day you are going to clean the surroundings of your house. You are going to clean the house. Something like that. Then after that, of course, in the cleansing, it is also included in the package that you are going to protect also. Then, arrange the shielding. And right after that, talking to your higher self, or talking to the Most High. So, regardless of the name of your Most High, that refers the common people call it, call God. Okay, so that's it. So, right after that, okay, you're free to do anything. Okay, so you are very, very specific, because, and of course, follow the announcement from time to time. If there is changes in the modality we are going to use, by this time we are using the water modality alternate. So today we eat the normal food that we eat. So again, starting 12 midnight, so again we go back to the inner cultivation using the vital essence of water. So vital essence of water, so the vital essence of nature, we are going to use vital essence of nature, so that at that time we are eating vital force of nature. We are eating energy, not from the usual energy that we can get from the minerals, from the different things. Here we are going to use from the different foods that we eat every day. We use vital essence of nature using the modality of water, because the water is actually blessed by the power of the Supreme Master of Heaven. So there is energy from the Supreme Master of Heaven that will be sent to us, and we are going to receive that energy by following the guidance using the modality of water. So it means to say, not actually doing fasting. It is really eating food using the water modality. Okay, we're going to read first the message from Jemaisha. Okay, thus too much feeling of emotion will clog up the tunnels of energy, GM, and it will affect the astral spiritual study to block conscious travel. Okay, ato, we are going to answer this one by one. Okay, the question is, actually there is not only one question. There are many questions. Okay, there's too much healing emotion will clog up the tunnels of the energy gym. Okay, yes, will clog up. And okay, pada ko nakuan pa nini mo. Ako rin. Adil na.
And will it affect the...
Okay, and will affect the astral. Okay, and will affect uh, the astral is spiritual study to black conscious travel. Yes, will affect. And that hard part of conscious astral travel, and we are working it out not to attach much with egoistic and not so defined vibrations and inner cultivations, and that's really help a lot of only cleansing the body and cleansing the emotional, mental level, spiritual discipline, going beyond what the human heart and mind. Okay, so negative emotions, too much emotions will always clog up the negative energy, will always clog up the your conscious astral journey, because you can you always trap in that emotion, because during the actual conscious astral journey, your focus is your journey into the astral, and you are going to use higher vibrational frequency. So that's why at first you have to use how you are going to relax your physical body, your conscious mind. That's why in the meditation, for example, there is a command, okay, empty your mind, empty from the mundane thoughts that are actually playing in your mind. So there are so many thoughts playing in your mind. So that's why you cannot go jump into conscious astral journey when you have that various thoughts or strangling thoughts in your mind, strangling thoughts in your heart by the emotions of the heart. So it means to say you are trapped. So it means to say when you want to have successful conscious astral journey, so empty your emotions and empty your mind so that higher vibrational consciousness will come in. So that's the point. And then from Matt Ancherel, yes, thank you, Halege, for reminding us always to say positive and not to live and attach with mundane feeling, but stay positive and always cause any vibration we create will exist forever. And most of all, thank you for everything, JM. Okay, so the most important thing in our practice, in our exercise, is soul realization. We know what are the things that will matter most in our life, and what are the things that will not really matter most, because it will just cause clog ups of our or blockages in our cultivation. But it does not mean that we are going to detach from the mundane things. Manage well, especially for the material things that you have, because by this time it's difficult to do, especially when we have project. It's difficult to launch a project if we don't have material. So it should be always to have material things. It's always okay. We only need to manage it, because without doing so, we are misled. We cannot launch good project. For example, we're going to develop this thing. We are going to launch a project there. We are going to help people there. We are going to launch medical mission, so helping the people, traveling anywhere to help the people, especially the people in the remote places. So we cannot do that without material things, without funds. So that's why we must also work for something that will uplift also our economic side. So that's why the advocacy that we are going to do here, we are going to teach the people who cannot find good job because of lack of education, because really to find a job it needs academic education. So when we have lack, when we are when we are, let's say we don't have that kind of credential, so it means to say it's difficult to find a job. And is most particularly today, mostly by this time, kay lisod ang panahon karon, kay nag-lockdown and many companies nag-shutdown. So it means to say after the lockdown, there are so many people don't have good job. They cannot find job, much more na how many months na walang trabaho, so don't have income. So it means to say medyo lisod. And how much more itong mga tao na dili pa gyud maayo ang kining academic status, so it means to say they can find it difficult to adjust the side effects of the situation of the trials of time. So that's why it is just a matter of how we are going to set up our minds in the positive way. So, ang atong grupo will offer training for anyone that would like to learn hilot as ano ba, livelihood program. So, it is livelihood program. So, we can offer free training lang na sa hilot. Dili na nato pa bayaran sa mga tao kay tabang lagi na nato sa atong mga kaigsuunan so long as take good care of the lesson. Because when I'm saying about hilot na free training gani, it means to say take good care of the lesson and use it, because you can use it in many ways for, of course, to help the people, to help yourself, because when you are professional of hilot healing, so ang daming mga taong gusto nga magpahilot sila because you are professional and you are expert in the art. So it means to say it could be used also as means of your livelihood. But even you put up center, for example, you'll just coordinate with the group so that I can give you authority to put up center. And of course, using the art of the Dukan Hilot system. So, that's it. So, makatulong sa mga tao. And for people also that cannot buy, of course, to go to the doctor, to go to the hospital, because sometimes impossible, because we cannot even buy the food because we don't have income, we don't have money. So, nagkasakit pa tayo. So again, this is the point. Learn the art of survival. This is actually important. Many people do not understand the concept, especially when we have money, for example, because we don't mind pag mahala na sila diha kay makakaon na sila maayo, di makakaon maayo, kadaghang mga makaon diha. So we can jump into that kind of conclusion right away because we are not in the side of those people na nagkalisod may iba. But if we are in that side also, we can understand. So that's why I am very familiar with the different difficulties na ma-meet sa mga tao, because I keep traveling in the remote places and experience the lives of the many people in the different parts of the region. Maraming mga tao walang mga pera, then they cannot buy good food for their supply. And of course, magkasakit. So if they don't have the knowledge na how they are going to save their lives, okay, it depends, 50-50 lang. Swertihon, mabuhi. Swertihon, mamatay. O di malason, mamatay. So it means to say nga, we can uplift the spiritual side by giving them hope. By giving them hope. How we are going to do this? Okay, learn the art of survival. So that's why this is an art of survival. Even without the food, for example, that the normal food that we eat every day, mga malami ang mga pagkaon, wala gyud ta ana, okay, we can still survive because nature itself is teaching us to survive. And in fact, napabay mas lami nga pagkaon, mas mulabaw sa living life of water. So it means to say, walay makakumpir nga pagkaon ana, because unsa nga klase nga pagkaon nga lami, it's not really can compare the living life of water, wherein you are learning that kind of food you intake, you feed up for yourself, then that will make you really, really healthy. And in fact, that is the best healing. Okay, for anybody, this is just a matter of experiment. Okay, if there is anyone here having problem, mga observers na to, for example, try to perceive the energies of the divine healing of the Supreme Superlight Angels. And if in case I do not know if there is someone in this forum, observers, for example, then having problem because they feel like something may lagnat sila, or they're feeling sick, and then okay, try it. Even for those people victims of COVID virus, try it. Use the modality of water. Then drink that water, then rely your faith, complete surrender to the Most High, and connect to the divine healing system of Dugukan that we are now using here. Then you cannot die. You can only live and survive your life. So it means to say that you will never die because of the virus. You can only survive. You just had only have complete surrender to the Most High. And it's not an ordinary belief, because there is really a powerful energy that will work out in your energy body and to heal you. And you will be healed by the power of the Most High. And that is an illustration that there is the presence of the Most High that will heal you and that will save you during the time of difficulties. During the time of danger, you are healed by the power of the Most High. So that's the point. So this is a sort of experiment. Anybody who are actually experiencing like something like, if you have illness today, if you are sick, if you are infected with coronavirus, okay, do it. Do not just tell anyone na mayroon kang illness. Of course, do it at home. Home base man tayo. Then you will realize that you cannot die. You cannot die by the virus, because having that kind of faith, you can only live. Of course, why you are going to live? Because there is power that will work out to cleanse up the negative energies, to cleanse up the viruses infecting your cells, and you can live your life. You will be saved. You only need to surrender to the power of the Most High and use it, because people are actually, this is actually tested. Why I said this is actually tested? Because for how many years we're practicing this kind of healing. Okay, for example, the hilot healing of the Gukan. In the industry of hilot, we're more than 10 years of serving the people using the Dugukan Hilot system. Then in the energy healing, I started energy healing at the very early years of my journey in the planet. I think at really early, at the age of 8 to 9 years old, I already practicing energy healing. Although I do not understand at that time that I could heal, but people had faith that I could heal. Then I just only used touch healing, and it worked out. Then until the years it developed until this time, we are still practicing the energy healing. But there is big difference. Only there is big difference by this time, because the energy healing that we are doing is more scientific, and we can explain how we are going to handle this kind of energy healing. So it is different by this time, because that's why I am encouraging anyone to learn energy healing. To learn energy healing, because this is actually tested. And not only, that's why when I went to Manila to attend the naturopathic medicine at San Lazaro Hospital, there was someone there in the medical practice that asked me, did you heal problem of kidney? Do you have record that you heal renal failure? Then I said yes. There were also occasions that na-heal ang mga kitambalan natin na mayroon renal failure. Then she asked me, how many? Ilan? Then I was thinking, I do not remember how many, because I just imagine at the early years of the cultivation, marami ng tao na natulungan natin na mayroong problem ng ganyang klaseng sakit. More especially itong mga tao na they cannot afford to buy medicine because really poor. Marami. I do not count it by how many, because I cannot remember how many. So I'll just only invited the doctor to okay, if you have time, visit our site. Then you can ask the people there how many people did experience healing, having renal failure in this modality that we are using, energy healing and mystical healing or divine healing. And that's it. So it means to say, the healing that we are practicing by this time is energy healing, magnetic healing, electromagnetic healing, and the beyond that kind of word, because sometimes it's difficult to give term of the system of healing that we are using. For example, by this time, electromagnetic healing, then there are other sources of energies, the nuclear forces, for example. Then we cannot say that the nuclear forces to heal our physical body. the dark energy to heal our physical body. No, it's not, because as I said, we are in the divine healing. We are having complete surrender to the Most High, and scientifically experience the art of divine healing, energy healing, by having the education of inner cultivation. So this is inner cultivation that we are going to share, and we are going to help. We can use to help the brothers and sisters, for anybody that would like to learn, and for anybody that would like to experience the art of energy healing. But of course, that's why I'm talking about education of the art of energy healing, because there are so many things we consider. For example, in natural medicine, we have to resort into the cause, or the cause of the illness. For example, diabetic. So diabetic, okay, excessive amount of sugar in the blood. So it means to say, wala nang conversion sa mga pagkaon sugar into energy. So dili siya makaabot sa cell sa katawan. Okay, to heal that kind of illness, of course, in the natural medicine, it can be healed so long as you have to resort the cause or the very root of the problem. So, for example, the root of the problem is in the pancreas, because ang pancreas wala na siya nag-produce og mga ano ba yung ma-produce sa kwan? Insulin. Hindi na siya makaproduce ng insulin. So, that is there. You have to resort into the repair of the pancreas using the energy healing system that you have. So how you are going to give title for that? Okay, to repair the pancreas, to incur the energy damage of the pancreas. Because in the energy healing, it is first damaged. The energy first is damaged because of the blockages, because of the the contaminations. Okay, you must cleanse it and repair it. Repair the energy, then the system itself will follow. The organ itself will follow. It will be healed. But it's not up to that only, that procedure, because there is another system. Because when you use energy healing, there are also another sources of divine healing who will give you healing, who will give you the power of healing. And then if you have that kind of power of healing, then who will perform the healing? Is it you by yourself, by projecting energy from your physical body to work out the restorations or the repair of the organ of the person that you are going to heal using the energy healing, or somebody from the spiritual dimension that will work it out? They are called spiritual doctors. So it depends on the mastery or the education that we have when it comes to the energy healing that we are going to apply. For example, I'm here in the country, and then someone is really having problem in the energy side, and he is somewhere there in the western part of the world. He is there is in New York. So I'm here in the Philippines. Then he really wants to experience the spiritual operation, for example. Then could it be done that I'm here and then he's there in somewhere in South America or New York? Yes, that is possible, because there are two ways to perform the healing. Either me will project the healing, then I will perceive his energy body and work for the divine healing or for the energy healing to restore his problem in the energy side. And the other one is more powerful, which is resorting into the service of the spiritual doctors from a spiritual dimension to treat the person having problem of his system of the body. And that's it. So that's why I'm talking also about the shocking power. So people that learn the system of shocking power, it is really, really, really advantage, because whenever the time there are negative energies, you can you can use the shocking power to cleanse up the negative energies experiencing that trouble the energy body of your client. Okay, that's it. Okay, so basahon sa natong mga mensahe sa atong mga kaigsuunan. Mayroon bang mensahe? Okay, nalimtan na nato ang ato ang libro pag-discuss. So I supposedly this touch also I also supposedly discuss part of the book, and of course I'm encouraging everyone to have a copy of the book, because as I said, malaki itong magagawa natin how we are going to serve the people in the country. For example, 70% of the people in their country is actually 70% poor, and 20% dato rich, and 10% mga elite. So sa 70% people in the country, especially daghan mga company karon nga butanta nag-shutdown. So it means to say after the lockdown, parang mangita na pug mga maka-apply na pug trabaho. So it means to say na parang malaki-laki ring trabaho. So we should be able to think it in the right way, how we are going also to deal in our side, how we are going to recover also when it comes to the parang side effects sa quarantine. Anyway, in the cultivation, like what we are doing, we are in the positive side, so it could be also blessing in disguise, because we are enhancing the things that we should add on in our lives, so that we could have powerful guidance and powerful shielding. Okay, from John. Okay, from engineer, welcome. Phil Imperio, my wife is watching. GM, yes, welcome. In regards to your wife, engineer, nice. And from Iris Bolarin, yes, we really need to expand our awareness, GM, to attain higher soul realization, so we can also expand our understanding to the truth in the practice of spirituality, and we can improve our energies through the lessons, hilot, martial arts, astral spiritual study, art of life, cave, portal activation, fasting, inner cultivation, healing. It's all lessons in my
essential.
mission. And I am submitting myself, GMPS, really waiting for the schedule, light ship initiation by, okay, good. Kailangan na itong lesson, no? I'm thinking na daghan itong lesson nga practice. Anyway, this is more advantage kay daghang lesson. So, pag hindi na masyadong maubos yung oras natin sa paghahanap ng mga lessons, because sa mga lessons dito sa mga lessons sa Dugukan Wellness, it means to say na parang marami na tayong mga dapat i-apply, i-exercise every day. It will not make us busy, it will make us enjoy in our journey. So haliging bulalakaw, we are expanding our light service activities in Manila, GM, and we had many discoveries regarding our vital lessons and inner cultivation. Thank you so much, GM. Okay, good news though. Always expand. Well, the consciousness activation of advanced consciousness is expanding, so we are also expanding. Okay, the formula. We must not forget the formula. Receive, align, and adapt. Okay, all the chapters, my regards to every chapter. Well, we don't have activities there, physical activities, so we have this online activities sa lahat ng mga chapter natin. Sa Karatan, sa Danao, sa Liboron Center, sa Gordo, sa Manila, sa Sandayong, sa Naga, sa Guadalupe, sa Zamboanga, sa Panama, sa Bethlehem de Resort, Paradise, sa Lunas, sa San Vicente. Okay, sa tanang mga chapter nato, walay lockdown. Home-based na lahat. Sa spiritual, walay lockdown. Sa material na ay lockdown, kaya di ta mag-suroy-suroy, cooperate with the government, so that in that way, we are helping in that way by cooperating, by obeying the law. So we will not violate the law. So it means to say we are good abiding citizens and looking for the welfare of everyone. And in fact, that's why we are going to share the lessons of the Bukan. So for everybody, this is just a matter of experiment. Test yourself in the art of energy healing, and let the people also that would like to join, and would let the people that would like to experience the power of energy healing mixed with divine healing. Okay, that's why if they are waiting for the time to die because of the coronavirus, so why not let them experience the art of energy healing, the cultivation? So it will not contradict with what medicine that we are going to apply in the physical body, because that is faith. I'm talking energy and faith, so you You do not need to buy medicine because you only add on the power of your spiritual source, the power of your spiritual foundation. So, through this inner cultivation. Okay, so walang contradiction. Unless we are selling medicine, okay, this is medicine, buy this medicine, we can heal you. So, we have violation. Kaya wala man tayong drugstore, wala man tayong pharmacy. So, we are sharing the ideas of how we are going to take good care of our physical body. Okay? It is very clear. We are sharing ideas. We are sharing information, vital information. Okay, the ideas is resort into holistic art. Then the vital information, this is standard information, meaning this is really the information, the precise lesson, how we are going to take good care of our physical body. We resort first in the cultivation of our energy body because the energy body is the foundation. Without substantive energy in the physical body, so the physical body also is very vulnerable, especially very vulnerable with negative psychic attacks, viruses, and all kinds of sicknesses. Okay, that's it. That's the point. Okay, especially for people suffering depression, because atong mga tao na may depression, talagang kawawa ang mga tao mayroong mga depression because they can only see the negative side of the world. So, bagaman pag ganito lang ang ibig nating sabihin, black and white lang makikita nila. And more of the time, black yun ang makita nila. That's because there is no vigor of spirit. By sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken. So, this is one thing we should realize. By sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken. So, we must not be broken. So, what we are going to do, we must have the vigor of spirit in the heart. Because we must have the vigor of the spirit in the heart. Our energies, our physical body is actually very alive. And we can see that life is really blissful. And there is really big meaning in our lives. So by this time, use your life. Not only make your life fruitful, not for the material things alone, but on the spiritual side, in the spiritual side. And make your life useful not only for the few people in your surroundings, not only for the few people in the circle of your friends, but make your life useful for the entire planet. So that is allowing yourself to become an instrument of life to help the healing of life and nature. And we cannot do it if we are not united as one positive, giant vibration of positive waves. Okay, so it means to say, pag idya tayo, wala tayong unity, so we cannot make bigger thing. We cannot achieve bigger achievement. But when we are united as giant positive wave, we can make the big difference, and we can initiate the big difference so that we can enlighten many souls, not only in our place, but of course, it should be for the entire planet. Nag-iilaw kayo, tayong lahat ngayon ay nag-iilaw. So that's why you see the light there in front of you right now. You see the light. And you look at the mirror, for example, and ask yourself, where is the light? It's there, right you in front of you. You are the light. So, look at your face. By this time, do not look at my face because you can see there's light in the face. Okay, in my face, in the front of mine, here, I show light. I'm watching light. When I look at your face right there also, I see your light in the screen. So that's why when I go deeper, when I look at your heart, I can see divine radiance. So it means to say, we are the light. We are the light. So we must shine our lights. And this is our oneness with all the stars. And the stars, of course, the stars are stargate portals. It is actually the portals into higher dimension. And our ascension is beyond the stars. And it is illustrated by this time na mayroon talagang mga higher civilizations, type 1 or class 1 of civilization, they can control the stars. And higher than that, they can control the galaxy. So it means to say, sa mga higher beings, they are immortals. And where we are going to ascend? We are going to ascend into the most high, advance in the realm. So there is no mistake in the ascension. Technology, ascension of technology is something like technology, material. So time will come. Of course, it's not any longer object that we are going to hold. That's just like the screen. So because by this time, science is really advanced. As I said, science is really advanced. You do research about science today. Where is now science? How advanced science today? So 10 to 20 years from now, it could be very different. So that's it. And along with the advancement of science, the spiritual foundation. 10 to 20 years from now, because as I said, there is a big boom. When there is a big boom, when that shall happen, it means to say the unveiling is done. And those that can align will receive the power of the Supreme Superlight. So it means to say you can do the the things that technology cannot do. You can do the things that technology cannot do, but you are also free to do and to use the technology. Only that you are secured all the time because you cannot be vulnerable against virus. So viruses are difficult. If viruses are difficult, that's why we must have powerful protection, and the best time to prepare for that kind of trials of time is right now. Right now. And this is the precise time. Okay, I think the time now is done, and we're exactly here in my watch 6:15. So before we close, of course, that our I have to remind everyone our inner cultivation will begin exactly at 12 midnight. So anyone that would like to eat, so you cannot any longer eat the food, the common food that you eat. So you can eat 11:59. You still have 1 minute before 12 midnight. So you can eat bread. You can eat food, the usual food, 11 o'clock in the evening. Then exactly 12 o'clock in the midnight. So you drink only water. Then it will be closed 12 midnight tomorrow. So, and another thing, uh, for those that would like to do their conscious astral journey, so you do it tonight. And of course, it's a good when you put it into your normal habit before you're retiring to bed. So you do conscious astral journey. Just set up your mind and it will come to you naturally. Remember your dream. You have your piece of paper and a notebook and ball pen. Whenever the time that after you perform your work task early morning after you wake up, so jot it down for important things such as mantra or divine words or divine codes. So you can use it. And after that, uh, the connection of art of life. After here, we close this live broadcast, proceed to art of life 172. So this is collective. So it means to say different parts regardless of your time and your, as for example, if there are people that would like also to join, even you are not yet practitioners of this group, so you are free to join. Just connect to the Supreme Super Light Angels, and you can do your lessons, your connections with the angels of the Supreme Light. And of course, to all the practitioners of the Wukan, I'm going to meet you again tomorrow the same time. And there is one thing from Mary Ann GM, good after a good PM, kapahiling.
Pwede ko.
Ah?
Pwede ko kapahiling.
Okay. Anyway, during angels contact and connection, connect to the angels of the Supreme Light and you receive the healing. And another thing, if you are going to try the system of the Wukan healing, so okay, tomorrow, okay, I am going to talk about, I'll put it in the one of our topic tomorrow because I'm going to to encourage everyone to participate in the energy healing. So let us have online energy healing, and we can do it. But right now we are now we don't have more time to talk about it. So we'll talk it tomorrow. So kang Mirian, pwede ka magpahiling dai unya na lang unya kining ang tanan karon mag art of life lang siya. Okay, mao na siya niya. I'm going to ask the blessings from the Supreme Master to bless us and give us divine connection for energy healing, divine healing, for conscious astral travel or advanced spiritual study, and for powerful shielding. Everyone, have a nice day and more power. And hasta la vista to everyone. Okay.